Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Whoa! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
All right, done. Thwack and Whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point. The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us.
A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster. I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these twerps get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
Hey, we earned our place fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under my watch. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson. Thanks a million, miss.
All in a day's work. Anyway, knew I remembered you guys. Your guardian works for the guild, right? Was it again?
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
All right, Ashvapati, the one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell toys. And no one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain someone.
Ati, Neb, Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else comes up, you call for me, okay? Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well,
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids unattended.
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
wow. Way to step up, Yehoda.
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Relax, we'll help you out. Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Nod Cry Trade Expo is open for business.
Whoa! There are so many people here now that the expo's officially underway. Should we take a look around? Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Inef's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating disputes between participants, correct? Just now, as Aino was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation with some individuals who appear to have unofficial ties to the expo. My database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so I came to you for help.
Unofficial ties, huh? Sounds a little shady.
Come with me.
A device that uses Pneuma and Ducia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan without even showing their faces.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it, their enemies might as well surrender on the spot.
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Elon? Chevron? What are you doing here?
Traveler. Paimon. How did you find this place?
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our conversation, however, I can confirm that Aino is not involved in this case.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this, but now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well explain. I trust you, Traveler, and Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
Miss Chevrolet and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off, so that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes, there's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Never's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
I'm Kirara, a courier for Inazuma's Komani Express. Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to. Uh-huh. My tails? Oh, I have them because I'm a yokai. Nekomata, to be specific. Expenses paid travel? Count me in. All expenses paid travel? Count me in.
I'll keep an eye on you.
going. The next location on my list is really far away. Wow! I've never seen half the stuff in here before!
Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another. And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted her enough to tell her the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing she would do is bring us here. How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present. Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it pointed right to the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo. All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches. You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this. Maybe there's another way?
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh? Theoretically speaking, Were any deals to take place outside of the Expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere. Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed. I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations related to the investigation.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down.
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Shepras.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some, fishing? Wait, are these 3?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these 3 preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
Oh, do we have to?
Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work. Okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play. Boy, do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened, and whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Ha! Let's do this thing!